Yeah, I met, what's his name? What's that MP called from Tottenham?
David Lammy.
David Lammy. I met David Lammy, bro. And as a kid, before man wised up, as a kid, I'm looking at this guy like, brother, you're a coconut. Like, sorry to say. But I'm like, no. I don't agree. No, shall I tell you why? Shall I tell you why? No, shall I tell you why, broski?
What is culture?
I don't know.
I really don't know.
I don't know.
No, we had this
What's black culture? Shall I tell you why? Shall I tell you why? What culture?
Hold on.
It's a tough question.
What culture are we talking about? What culture are we talking about?
It's multifaceted, I want to draw on RTM, very popular UK urban platform, obviously hosted by Young Spray. They have winners talking podcast as well. Yeah. Again, old school man, that were in music, that used to be musicians now, doing podcasting. And you had Tanks, who went onto the RTM. RTM Young Spray absolutely batted him up. He tried to make fun of the situation that happened to him. At a GRM Awards. So it was an very embarrassing moment for Tanks, And you have Remain Relevant. I don't know if anyone's heard of him. Remain Relevant. Trust me, he's on a come up. Remain Relevant, is essentially a satirist, isn't it? Like a UK urban like rap satirist, isn't it? He knows about all the beefs that are going on, like all the popular beefs that are going on in every part of London, isn't it? But like his thing is beer bants, beer comedy, So he's calling out the foolishness, and the buffoonery and the double standards and the hypocrisy that goes on, in our quote unquote culture, So Tanks made a video saying to Remain Relevant, yo, we talking about this is our culture, how we speak, the music that we listen to, what we wear, and Tutu's after he got banded up now. Remain Relevant's made another video saying like basically, Tanks got disrespected by his own culture.
Dusty, come on, boy. Act like that to you and you didn't get up and leave. You don't need to do no violence, my guy. You make a man know, respect me and I respect you. Humble with the talk of threats to life. If you don't, I'm gonna leave. But instead, you sat there like the internet hole you are, my guy. Only dirtbags and desperate hoes sit like that, my guy. Take violation on the big internet. Your culture and you need to shut your mouth because you don't represent we of a yassa. You represent backwash. Yes, we're speaking about you, backwash boy, because we want the youths out Dessa for no. You see them boy Dessa, them boy they're idiots. You don't want to be like that idiot Dessa. Desperate, make man bad him up. That's an idiot boy.
So Remain Relevant, basically, his whole narrative is like, yo, listen, basically, what you lot are trying to purport as black culture is not black culture. And obviously in the UK we have a very I would say like an aggressive urban podcast culture, where you got ex-street man that are trying to they're trying to do the right things, or that's at least is what they say, and they're trying to, what I'm saying, all these fights that are getting suggested that should happen between winners talking via RTM, but you're seeing man who used to like be like considered as serious now, like talking their way out of these fights. So someone like me that's watching it, I'm like, it's a whole mess. So so I really want to really delve into and get into this conversation.
Are we talking about black culture, street culture, or just UK culture?
So my thing. So what I'll say about that is, we all identify with different cultures. What we're on a podcast. It's podcast culture. Most of us in this room are musicians, so we're part of a music culture. We do rap. We're part of hip hop culture. You do grime. You're part of grime culture. You play football. You're involved in football. You're a part of the football culture. You know what I'm saying? But we all know it's not that black and white. You understand? So again, I think what gets pushed to the forefront as a representation, I think, of what the black culture is the problem. To say the least. So I had to draw on obviously RTM, winners talking. And remain relevant. So what does culture mean?
Can I just say this black culture that we're speaking of? I did not sign up for. I'm not part of.
Can you elaborate?
Bro, I think it's nonsense. I think black culture in the UK is mixed or intertwined with street culture. Somehow street culture is identified as black culture, which I don't get when this all started and that.
Maybe hip hop.
But I understand. I get it to a degree.
Origin.
But why I'm saying what I'm saying is man's been jailed numerous times, bro. And you'll have white youths that are gang affiliated, yeah, and man will be like, bro, my man's moving like a black youth. Like, do you get what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
It's badness is supposedly our culture, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't understand where this has come from. We go back to our own countries, and bro, there's this whole different thing. It's not there's street culture, and then there's just, do you get it?
Yeah.
Over here, street culture is black culture, apparently.
Yeah.
Like that's not bro, man's not I'm not subscribing.
comes in
I didn't
different colours.
I didn't subscribe
Colours.
to that. I watched a podcast the other day, not even a podcast, some white guy from America who was talking about he'd been in jail and that, and he was talking about like the racial clashes in prison, saying that a white youth,
podcaster, innit? I don't know what you're talking about.
no fam, whatever
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
that I was
I
watching, you saying a white youth was culturally confused because he was part of a gang. So he's gone jail in America and he was with the black youths. So because of that, he's saying there was a whole breakdown. Like blood, the white youths was like blood. Nah, my man can't do that. So they got the black youths to sell out my man. They're saying, bro, he betrayed his culture because he was part of a gang. So what gang culture is black culture? Like this is and it's whether it's in the UK or the US or whatever, bro. This is what we keep saying and people keep pushing, and this is why everything's flipped on. It's like it's madness, bro. It's madness, fam. And this is why, because even growing up as a youth,
But them are not far right white supremacists, though, those type of people.
bro, no, but forget that. We do it ourselves. We do it ourselves. This is what I'm talking about. No, but this is what I'm talking about. The reason I use that as an example is because we do it ourselves in jail or on the roads. If there's a way, like look, wait, hold on. Look at this, that youth from Love Island, Jack. Yeah, do you man remember this? And everybody was calling my man Black Jack. Because he was he was dancing or he was doing whatever he was doing. Like,
Did you watch this one in jail?
Yeah.
This was
years ago. But everybody was calling my man Black Jack because of the lingo he was using and certain things like that. That I can accept a bit more. Okay, if he's listening to particular kind of music and different kind of, but what we're talking about, and oftentimes what's brought up as culture is badness.
Yeah, streets.
Badness has got nothing to do with culture.
Wait, there's a guy called Black Jack.
No, he weren't black. Like he was white, but he was like. He's white, but he's doing like
because he's one of the man them like bro.
Because to be fair to him, he grew around man them, but. Like he's gone into the house and then everyone's thinking, all right, this guy's got style.
Let me get this straight.
Culture
they're trying to call him.
Culture hasn't.
So let me get this straight.
Hasn't got anything to do with ethnicity.
So let me get this straight. Yeah. So this blackjack, yeah.
Why are you saying it like it's a card game, blood? It's blackjack. Like,
because I'm trying to understand, yeah. Like his name's called Jack, and he's got what do you call it? He's got black in him.
No, I don't.
Not black in him, but he tries to be black.
Bro,
I don't even think he tries to be black.
He's not trying to be black. He's a white you that just chills with the man them, bro. We don't call Albanians. We don't say Albanians are moving like black youths when they're on the roads. But we don't say Albanians are moving like black youths when they're on the roads, G.
Yeah.
We don't say that.
If we start to Albanians.
I was driving with my girl and then
what's our culture?
Was in Greenwich, yeah. And I just looked to the left and I see a couple white boys, mostly black boys. There was a tall white boy. He was bossing low batty. What makes him think like it's cool to walk around like that? What?
That could just be a fashion statement, bro.
Motivated him?
That could just be. That's got nothing to do with it. That could just be a fashion
affiliated
statement.
with us.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. I didn't know that.
I'm sure he's a middle. You know what I'm saying? At least a middle class boy. He didn't. You know. I'm thinking. I was chatting, to my girl about it. I'm just like, rah. He was wearing the lowest. Like,
you know what? Yeah, I know where you're coming from. I used to look at them like that. I'd be like, bro, that's not him. What are you doing? That's not you.
I used to bust sags.
But why?
You know what I'm saying? But after secondary, I stopped doing that.
Yeah, but everyone.
I know, but that's not. I didn't. When I used to look at people like that, I wasn't looking at them thinking that, bro, you're trying to be black, bro. I'm saying you're not a bad man.
You're not a bad man. That's it.
Yeah, but we are associated with low batty.
What?
I think,
Sacked.
but in my
Fire for that, dog. I don't mean that, brother. I don't mean that, dog.
in my school, it weren't just
for that.
doing it. It was
When you brilliant question for you, yeah? Brilliant question for you, man. Growing up in secondary school, yeah, who had the most low batteries, yeah, between black people and every other group of people?
It was black, but there was still
Thank you.
the most. But you're saying the most, but there's still a group of us.
Because you lot try to laugh at me like I was mad.
No, not even that.
So when he
Not even that. Not even that.
I'm not laughing at
Not even that.
you.
I'm there. You said low battery.
I'm just laughing at the combo about
Like, yo, pause.
Why for
I hear
that?
it. I'm not going on.
No, did he?
Like we are here, we're perfect. Like, this is a discussion. There's no right or wrong. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
But it's just going back to
do we have to be a bit accountable, responsible for
What's going on today?
influencing other people to.
Let me tell you what culture is. Let me tell you what culture is. Let me tell you what culture is. Let me tell you what actual culture is. What actual culture is. You man are from Congo. You have certain cultural things that you do that if you're around people, they will be influenced by your culture. Yeah. Okay. Man's from Jamaica. Man's got certain things that people my culture influences things. But I don't know about this collective black culture that everybody. What collective black culture? Because there's not actually one, bro. There's no collective black culture, and this is what people keep attaching to us. Yeah, and then it just looks mad, bro. I need to eradicate this, broski, because I do not stand with this, innit? I do not stand with it, bro.
Do podcasts like RTM and Winners Talking podcasts have a responsibility to address?
I wouldn't say they have a responsibility. That's street culture.
Because they have a voice in
that's street culture. That's street culture.
Brings more street.
That's
attention.
Yeah, that's for me. That's street culture. As long as we're doing, bro, we need to put people. Bro, this is the difference. This is the difficulty. Yeah, we've been part of street culture, but this is the difference. I'm Lidge now. I'm Lidge now. This is the difference.
Just because you've been to prison.
Do we not have black people that are Lidge? Wait. Do we not have black people that are Lidge? Hold on. Do you not have black people that are Lidge? And this is the thing, bro. It's so mad. I know, but this is what we need. This is what I'm talking about. It's so mad, yeah. Because growing up, when I was a youth man, yeah, I met what's his name? What's that MP called from Tottenham?
David Lammy.
I met David Lammy, bro. And as a kid, before man wised up, yeah, as a kid, I'm looking at this guy like, brother, you're a coconut. Like, sorry to say. But I'm like, no. I don't agree. Shall I tell you why? Shall I tell you why, broski? Because, we all come from different countries, bro. Continents, in fact, yeah. And we've come to this place, yeah, to make a life for ourselves. And when we've come over here, yeah, there wasn't representations of black people. There has to be pioneers. If you're going to be somebody that's going to make a difference for your people, yeah, you have to do things that the rest of your people are not willing to do. So I will not accept that he's a coconut. I don't care. I called him that before. I will not accept that now. I will not accept that now because I've got because bro,
black faces in high places.
You basically said it.
What is?
You basically said he's got a bad
but you gotta do you've got to do certain things to get in certain doors.
You can't have a yes man.
Alright, cool. You can't have a yes man, but you got to do certain things, bro. What are you willing to do to get to where you're to pattern what you're trying to pattern?
People who look like us in positions of power, but it don't necessarily mean they have our best interests at heart. This is where. Do you know what I'm saying? Just because you look like man, it doesn't mean like. What does that mean? Because you look like man? Like you won't try and do me wrong or something. I'm like, was that more yesterday?
100%.
Like I don't understand human nature.
For all you know, you can look like me.
Self-serving people. Are you crazy?
All I'm saying is that
I can't dispute that. I'll accept that.
All I'm saying is
in order to get somewhere, you have to.
Like me.
You have to.
Mostly pagans.
You may look like me. You may look like me, but mate, you will always be a double ganger, brother, and I will never trust you for that. That's all I can say.
So TV presenter, she's Jamaican British, Alison Hammond, that large black lady to say the least.
Yeah, I read that, brother.
Said, I'm just gonna read this out here. It's a great quote I read in a book, and that was written by Stephen Lawrence, his brother, actually, and so he had like 7 other people writing about their experience, or who people a lot older than us, their experience in the UK, growing up, whether it's like you're black Scottish or a black person who grew up in London, different accounts in it. And she said, I'm gonna read it out. She said, culture and heritage to me means family, friends, food, music, and language. I'm proud of my roots and how they have shaped me to become the person I am today. Family always comes first, and then you have the friends who become like an extended family. Then the food and music bring everyone together. And when you are in the comfort of your family and friends, you speak a language that is only understood by those who love you.
Yeah.
Deep one.
I felt that.
I thought the food
It's not
part.
wrong though.
What does that mean to you then, Reds? To you, because I know everyone's got a different understanding of what
To
culture
me, that
is.
means
And
culture
there's
is
no,
community.
There's no right or wrong. This is what
means culture is
to me,
community.
it's I'm just interested in what is everyone's individual sort of understanding of what culture means.
So like,
I mean, culture is community. That's
Yeah.
long
That's
story
what-
short. That's what
yeah.
she said. Culture is community.
Which is true.
yeah, unity, innit?
Do we have a lot of that right now?
Yeah, but my point is we're all attached to different cultures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why this is
Yeah,
a tough
but there's
question.
no,
This is why it's a
and
tough
there's
question.
no-
Good
there-
question, but tough question.
there's no universal black culture. This is all I want to say. There is no universal black culture.
Yeah.
That is
All different, man.
Yeah, bro.
All different.
No, we're not a monolith. Exactly. Black people are not a monolith. But again, this is why obviously flying the wall perspective.
This is why you got racism, bro.
Exists because we want to challenge this narrative.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
We want to make other people understand. People who obviously see a not so good representation of black people. You know,
But man are tricked.
Especially
Man
in
are
this country,
tricked,
people
bro.
forget because we're from inner city. We think like, yeah, the rest of the country look like us.
Nah, facts. Facts.
If you've
But
been
can I
about
say-
the country,
can I say-
you know,
can I
so
say
they
so-
only understand the perception that they see on TV, social media, you know, and so forth. So obviously we're here to debunk that, and obviously me bringing up RTM winners, I think to me, I personally think like, yeah, they definitely, you know, have a responsibility on them, whether they like it or not, to be
Yeah.
able to really change. They're trying
Because of the
they're
following.
trying. I'm not here
Yeah.
to try to like, you know, antagonize people, pick people off against each other. I'm not trying to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think it's important that we talk about, you know, these type of platforms
Yeah.
in our community. So
Yeah.
in closing.
For a closing note, man, just want to say, bro, as black people, we gotta do better, innit? That's it. As
Bro,
black people,
100%.
I've
we
heard
gotta
that
do better, bro. Man's
I've
not
heard
here
that my whole
to.
life.
Man's not here to. Nah, bro.
I gave up, bro. I've
Nah,
heard that my
broski. Nah,
whole
but broski.
life.
But broski, we can't do
No,
better while
trumpet,
still
bro,
trying to do the
violins.
same thing.
I
That's all.
know,
We're not
I
actually
know,
trying to
but-
do better. We're trying to do better whilst doing the same thing. We're not changing, bro. That's definition
I feel
of
that.
madness. My nigga, when I was in jail, yeah. Sorry, like, bro, when I was in jail, bro, what I realized, yeah, I was in Winchester. Started off the sentence in Winchester, bro. Every single black youth I saw, 9 out of 10 black youths was in there for selling drugs, innit? Okay?
Yeah,
So-
most people are generally.
Okay, 9 out of 10 black youths was in there for selling drugs. On top of that now, man's looking at the circumstance, yeah. And everybody had like USB sticks and shit like that with movies and whatever. 'cause-
Zonos.
yeah, but we're talking about the movies, yeah? Cool. Everybody had the same few movies on there. Name them. What movies do you think? Friday.
Gangster shit. Doom.
Friday, paid in full, shotters.
Yeah.
And
The
when
Wild.
we grow up watching things like this, when this is the only black representation that we have, is it a wonder why we think that this is black culture?
Psychological warfare. No, great
Yeah,
point.
is it a wonder why we think this is black culture? And the man's looking at it like, bro, we're all in here for selling drugs. We all grew up watching the same movies about the hood, bro. We didn't watch movies.
Yeah.
We didn't watch movies about successful black people because, bro, if I go back to Jamaica, bro, I'll see black doctors and
100%,
black lawyers and
100%.
this,
Will you say that Top Boy didn't help?
bro. No, it doesn't help.
yeah.
It doesn't help because, bro, there's
But
white
what's the difference? Every
gangsters.
culture makes
There's
gangster
white
films.
gang. My point is.
Every culture makes gangster films.
but
though.
Exactly,
I know,
exactly.
but
So how did we end up? How did we end up in the UK? How did we end up in the
We get
UK?
associated with selling
a
drugs.
certain
Black
agenda
people
for
do
us.
In the
lo-
UK, we watched
the lowest
Sophia
like that.
Menace. Yeah, Menace, sorry, Menace to Society.
Yeah.
There weren't really no black gangster films. This is a whole new thing for the UK. Yeah?
Absolutely,
Spoke about
absolutely,
There's always white gangsters.
absolutely.
There's always white gangsters here.
That's true.
All
But
the
somehow-
gangsters is from America.
But somehow, yeah, all this is from America. But somehow now we're attributing badness to black. We're doing like it's fucked.
Yeah.
So
You're not
it's
wrong.
like we're
Not wrong.
attributing
But
badness
that's
to
why
black.
I have to touch on the people who have the microphones
Yeah.
within our culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What message are they portraying?
Nah, that's not.
You
They're
know,
not in
am
my
I trying to do
culture.
the 1 foot in, 1 foot out thing.
They're not in my culture,
Am I
though.
really trying to like turn over a new leaf?
I just
and
think
send a
these
real
man.
positive
I just think
They're not in my
message to
culture.
the youth.
I just feel like the man with the culture, the man with the microphone with the culture. Yeah, I feel like they are aware of it, but they fall into these two categories. It's either they're aware of it, but they don't want to do nothing about it, or second of all, they're aware of it, but there's only so much. There's only so much they can do because it's one of them ones where
Accountability.
yeah, that's what
Scrap
I'm
all
saying.
of that.
Accountability.
Accountability,
That's what
bro.
I'm trying to.
That's it.
That's what I'm
Man's
trying to
not.
make.
Whoever's got
No,
the
that's
whoever's
the
got the
point I'm trying
mic,
to
whoever's got the mic, they do not live my life for me, bro. Accountability,
yeah.
bro. Just because they're saying like no, that's why I'm gonna keep
that's the
reiterating.
hard bit for us.
Yeah,
Hard bit for us.
exactly,
Hard bit for us.
exactly, exactly,
Hard
bro.
bit for us.
Exactly.
Everyone sees we're all the same. We all got
That's
the
what
same
I'm
trouble.
saying.
The
Like,
outside,
it's-
us looking at us and
It's
thinking we're all the
self-centered,
same.
bruv. That's what I'm trying to say. People just self-centered, bruv.
Look at Umar Johnson and all he's scamming. Does he represent black culture? Hey, that's a different culture. But boys, thank you so much for coming on today. Yeah, it's been a great sit down with you guys. Big up, love, man, them. And don't forget to subscribe, okay? Don't forget to like and don't forget to share. We just started monetizing. Loads of people watching, but there's just not enough people commenting on the video. So please, I do encourage you, you know, for our real supporters, yeah, I do encourage you to just keep commenting more on the content, yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in.